Today we have to discuss the point related with the introductory part of the medicinal chemistry. In the medicinal chemistry, the definition related to medicinal chemistry is an interdisciplinary research area incorporated from the different branch of chemistry and biology in the research for better and finding the new drugs, that is drug discovery. This is the main motto behind the medicinal chemistry. In other words, the medicinal chemistry is a science in which deals with the discovery, design of new and better therapeutical chemical moieties and their development of these chemicals into the newer medicines. In short, the medicinal chemistry nothing but that's the chemistry related to the drug molecules. Generally, medicinal chemists can make new molecules, new compounds by discovering the newer chemicals, which is helpful for the society. Also, medicinal chemistries determine their effects on biological process by altering the structure of the compound for optimum effect and minimum side effect. And also study uptake, distribution, metabolism, and excretion of the drugs. These things was carried out by medicinal chemists. After finding the new components, make the newer compounds by medicinal chemist and determine their effect in the form of by altering the structure of the basic moiety. For examples, particular hydrogen is replaced with the hydroxy groups. Due to that, there is a chances of newer molecule was come out with minimum side effect, maximum therapeutic actions. This is a major role of the medicinal chemist. Here, medicinal chemistry is chemistry based on discipline involving the aspect related to the biological, medical, and pharmaceutical science. All the parameters related with the biologicals, medical, and pharmaceutical sciences are included in medicinal chemistry. This medicinal chemistry is involved or concerned with the inventions, newer inventions, some accidental inventions was formed during the experimental sections, discovery of the newer compounds, designing, identifications, preparations of biologically active compounds, and their study on metabolisms, their interpretation of the mechanism actions at molecular levels, and construction for structural activity relationship, that is SARS. These things based in medicinal chemistry for the finding of newer molecule in the particular segments. So these medicinal chemistry drugs are classified on the basis of their actions. Some drugs, firstly, the drugs acting on CNS, that is central nervous systems. In the CNS, some drugs are stimulant one. They called as CNS stimulants. Some examples, amphetamine, nicotinamide, caffeine. These are the CNS stimulant drugs which act on the central nervous systems. Opposite to stimulant, there are depressants, that is CNS depressants. Again, they are categorized on the basis of their actions. Some CNS depressants are categorized as an anesthetic. They further classify on the basis of general and local anesthetics. The examples come under the anesthetic category: the ketamines, lignocaines, dibuscaines, procaines, benzocaines. These are the some examples related with the anesthetic category come under CNS depressant agents. Another CNS depressant agent, that is sedative hypnotics. Some examples with sedative hypnotics: propofol, ethionamides, phenobarbitons, thiopentals, diazepines, and pentobarbital. These are the examples of sedative hypnotics. Third category of CNS depressant is anticonvulsant agents. Examples are phenytoins, carbamazepines, sodium valproate. These are the anticonvulsant drugs which act as a CNS depressant. Another category for CNS depressant is antipsychotic agents, antidepressant, and anxiolytics. Some examples of antipsychotic, antidepressant, anxiolytic agents, that is chlorpromazines. These are the examples: imipramines, meprobamate, chlorodiazepoxides, halopiridols. These are the examples of antipsychotic, antidepressant, and anxiolytic category drugs. Second, acting drugs are on cardiovascular, that is CVS. Earlier class, we have to discuss with CNS, this class with CVS. Again, this category drugs are divided into their subcategory according to their actions. Cardiotonics, all cardioglycosides are come under cardiotonics. Second category, anti-anginals and vasodilator agents. The examples are organic nitrate, ISDNs, nifedipines. These are the drugs which come under the CVS acting drugs. Another is anti-arrhythmic agents, quinidines, maxidilate, and verapamines. These are the examples of anti-arrhythmic drugs category. Antihypertensive agents, examples are propanol, minoxidil, hydrazolam, gene. These are the antihypertensive agent examples. And coagulant and anticoagulant agents, last category in CVS, the heparin and dicumarol. These are the examples come under coagulant and anticoagulant category drug, which is used in the CVS systems. Next category, where the drugs acting on hormones and their receptors. In that, they are categorized insulin and synthetic hypoglycemic agents. The examples are chloropromides, phenoformins, tolbutamides. These are the examples related in this category of insulin and synthetic hypoglycemic agents. In hormone category, seconds are the steroids. The steroidal moiety, steroidal backbone should be present in these structures. Depend on the number of carbon atom present in the steroidal rings, they are categorized. Again, they are subdivided into adrenocorticoids, some sex hormones having steroidal moiety, and some oral contraceptives. In adrenocorticoids, the examples are prednisolones, trimecolosilones, betametasones, dexamethasones. In sex hormones, testosterone, progesterone, methyl testosterone. These are the examples having the steroidal moiety present in the structures. Whereas in oral contraceptives, estradiols, mestranol, linesterol. These are the examples. And third category in hormones and receptors, that is prostaglandins. The examples, thromboxanes, echinosides, and NSAIDs. That is aspirin, paracetamol, ibuprofen, pirexicams, diclofenac. These are the NSAID, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory agents, which inhibit prostaglandins synthesis in our body. Another agents which act on neurological process, that is neurotransmitters and its receptors, where the particular drugs are acted. In neurotransmitters, the cholinergics and anticholinergic agent. These are the first class in this category. In this category, some drugs which act as a cholinergic receptor activators or anticholinergic agent. Here, in this cholinergic and anticholinergic agents, we have to discuss the introduction related with the neurotransmitters, cholinergic receptors, and their structural features, biosynthesis, and metabolism of acetylcholine and atropine. These are the neurotransmitters which is present in our body. Second neurotransmitter, that is adrenergics and anti-adrenergic agents. In that, we have to discuss with the introduction to receptors and their structural features, biosynthesis, release and metabolism of noradrenalines, methyl dopa and propanols. These are the agents which come under adrenergics and adrenergic, anti-adrenergic agents. And hormonal, that is histamines and antihistaminic agents. In that, we have to find out the structural feature of histamines and their receptors. There are 4 types of receptors, H1, H2, H3, and H4. But basically, the focusing study related with H1 and H2, most of the drugs. H3 and H4 is the recent drugs which controlling on that receptors, along with proton pump inhibitors. That is omeprazole, examples of proton pump inhibitors, those agents which block the activity of proton pump. H plus, K plus, proton pump, they are blocked. Examples are omeprazole, pantoprazole, S-omeprazoles, rabiprazoles. All these are the proton pump inhibitors. They completely block the proton pump which controlling the acid secretion in our body. These are the examples of this type of drugs. And finally, narcotic analgesics. The example is morphine, mepridines, methadones, and pentazocines. And the last category is the diuretics, acetazolamide, furosemide, and hydrochlorothiazides.